Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Buffalo Bills Pet Carosa channel as I talk to you about everything about the Buffalo Bills and preview what I expect will happen this coming Saturday, not Sunday, this week for the Buffalo Bills. But before I do that, please like, comment, and subscribe because if you do that, that'll be awesome because I talk a lot about the Buffalo Bills to everyone who cares about them or just a random person on the street. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I would be really appreciative. So the Bills walk into this Week 15 game with high expectations. This is a big game for both the Dolphins and the Bills. For the Bills, they can clinch their fifth playoff spot in 6 years under Sean McDermott, and that is a testament to everything that has changed over the last 6 years in Buffalo. You know, previously the Bills were on a 17-year playoff drought, but that's way, way, way in the rearview mirror now. And the Bills, with a win, can clinch a spot in the NFL playoffs for the fifth time in 6 years. And they'll do that against the Miami Dolphins coming in on a 2-game losing streak. And Tua in the last game has not looked great at all for the Dolphins. He was, I saw that Chargers Dolphins game on Sunday night, and he was missing throws. He was not accurate with his passes, and really every time I see him play, he is just so underwhelming for me. I've seen him play for the last 3 years, and I just feel disappointed. They say this quarterback is doing well, but when I see him play, I just see nothing special in him. He can barely run. His throws just are not on point to what you expect them to be, and his arm strength is just not that great. And really, he's really good this year because of two receivers, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And and it's all Tyreek Hill that he made in that game. He really provided the Dolphins with the points, with their point total against the Chargers. That fumble recovery for a touchdown, great play, but then the defender slipped and Tyreek Hill made a great play and ran it in for a touchdown. So there are some concerns about the Dolphins right now, and they're coming in to an environment where the Bills can really wrap up the playoffs, but also wrap up the division for the most part if they win, because they have 3 games remaining, and the number 2 team would be 3 games back from the Bills. So really, if the Bills win, they would wrap up the division. Now let's talk about the weather. It's going to be snowy. It's a Sunday night 8:20 game. It's going to be cold, and uh and it's going to be snowy as well. I'm going to put on a lot of layers for this game, gloves and a hat and everything. And so the Bills have to be prepared for that. Obviously, they dropped a lot of footballs last week. This week, they have to be on their game, especially for that. Offensively, the Dolphins' defense is not that great. Teams go up and down the field on them. And the last time they played, remember in that hot game in week 3, where the Bills should have won, but they just couldn't handle the heat. And for the Bills, offensively, you know, they just have to, play calling has to be a little bit better. Of course, it has to be a little bit better, a little bit more imaginative, and and Josh Allen has to be on point with his throws and running ability, which I think he will. The skilled players got a boost this week. No, it's not Odell Beckham, but it's the next best thing. It's Cole Beasley. I think he will play. I think he will be activated, and I think he'll make a difference, especially in that slot, which they have missed this year. They have missed that player that will get them the necessary 7 to 8 yards, so that second and third down will be a little bit easier. So Cole Beasley is back and he'll play, and I think he'll make a big impact in the passing game. But I think if the Bills can just do their own thing, I think they'll win. I think they'll be okay, in this game. And I don't. And if Josh Allen can continue to be at his best, if he can really be more accurate on his throws, and the Bills hold on to the football, I think they'll beat this team. They can definitely move on this team, as evidence against the Miami Dolphins. I mean, they had like what 400 or 500 yards of offense in that game. I think it'll be more of the same in this game. I don't think they'll have 500 yards, but I think they'll definitely score some points on this defense. So I think that's what they're going to do offensively. Hopefully there's a little bit more run in there, but I think the Bills receivers can have a day against the Miami Dolphins defense. And as for defensively, they're just playing great. The Bills defense, they're just playing really, really great. But the big thing is, in the last game, both Jordan Porter and Micah Hyde was out in that game, and that provided a big difference. I mean, you remember that seam that Jalen Waddle ran right down the middle, and you knew that if Micah Hyde or Jordan Porter was out there, that wouldn't have happened. But hey, Jordan Porter is back. The Bills are healthier on defense. Their defensive line is looking great. And the Dolphins' offensive line has struggled. Uh, Teron Armstead is back, but they also have they also have struggles with their guards. So the defensive line should get to Tua, and that should be a factor. But I think the big difference in this game, especially defensively, is if Trey White and Dane Jackson, or even I hope Kyrie Elam will play in this game, because he's that man coverage defender that could help the Bills in that scenario. If they can keep Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle under wraps for most of the game, they should win. I think the defenses, the Dolphins' struggles the last couple of games against good defenses is they're dropping back. With these quick strike offenses, you have to disrupt the rhythm, because if you disrupt the rhythm, then there's no way to go. And Tyreek in the Tua is a anticipated passer. He looks for that first read and goes. If his first read is not there, then that disrupts the whole play. That's really what is happening to Tua the last two games, is that the Chargers and the 49ers defense has disrupted that process that Tua has gotten comfortable with this season, where it's his first read and just go, just pass it. And that has not worked out for him over the past two games. And I think more of the same will happen in this game. The Bills defense will back off a little bit, pressure him, and try to keep every play in front of him. Will they make plays? Of course. But, but if it's like one or two, then that is okay. So, I think the defense will be fine. They should get pressure onto and the secondary should be okay with them a little bit healthier. Matt Milano will play. I know he's been injured, but he will play, and that should be good. So I think the Bills will win. I think they will clinch their fifth playoff berth in 6 years, and really, in a way, clinch the division. Although it's not official, they'll clinch the division in this game. But they also probably need another game in a Miami loss if that happens. So that's what I'll think. That's what I think will happen in this game. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and go Bills.